Have you ever felt like you've worked tirelessly for years, yet at the end of the month, you still don't understand where all your money has vanished? This is a familiar question for many people when family responsibilities, children, and retirement plans begin to weigh heavily on our shoulders. In today's video, you will uncover 5 simple, effective money management secrets that have helped millions escape financial stress and steadily move toward financial freedom. There's no need for complicated formulas or to become a financial expert, just a few basic changes in how you view and use your money. 1. Creating a smart personal budget. Have you ever felt like you've worked tirelessly for years, yet by the end of the month, you still can't understand where your money has vanished? This is a common frustration for many middle-aged Americans, especially as financial responsibilities pile up: bills, children, healthcare, and preparing for retirement. The question arises, how do you control your money instead of letting it control you? The answer starts with a simple but incredibly effective step: creating a smart personal budget. Among the many financial methods available today, the 50-30-20 budgeting system stands out for its clarity, simplicity, and ease of application. With this approach, you divide your monthly income into 3 parts: 50% for essential needs, housing, food, healthcare, transportation; 30% for personal desires, entertainment, shopping, travel; and 20% reserved for savings and investments. What makes this method special is that you don't need high-tech tools or complicated apps. Just a simple spreadsheet or even a piece of paper and a pen is enough to set up your budget. By breaking down your income this way, you gain clear visibility into where your money is going. This helps eliminate the confusion you might feel when looking at your bank account or monthly bills. Once you truly see every dollar spent, you'll be surprised at how many unnecessary expenses you have. Small costs like unused streaming subscriptions, daily coffee runs, or impulse shopping can add up to hundreds or even thousands of dollars each year. With the 50-30-20 budget, you not only learn to adjust these expenses, but also feel empowered and confident in managing your personal finances. Moreover, this system helps reduce financial stress, especially when facing unexpected costs. Allocating 20% of your income towards savings and investments allows you to gradually build an emergency fund, enough to cover 3 to 6 months of expenses in case of job loss, accidents, or illness. This financial safety net is crucial during middle age, when life's risks often come suddenly and with greater severity. Additionally, the 30% allocation for personal desires is a strong point of this method. You don't have to tighten your belt to the point of losing life's pleasures. Instead, this budget encourages selective spending, meaning you can still enjoy life, but within reasonable and planned limits. Creating a budget is also the first step toward financial freedom, a state where money no longer causes anxiety, you don't live paycheck to paycheck, and you can confidently prepare for the future. Allocating 20% of your income to invest in sustainable channels such as index funds, ETFs, or retirement accounts like IRAs or 401ks lets you harness the power of compound interest, the secret weapon smart investors use to grow wealth over time. Start by tracking your spending for 30 days. Record every expense, then categorize it into 3 groups: essentials, wants, and savings. Compare your results to the 50-30-20 ratio to see where you stand. From there, gradually adjust and reshape how you spend each day. This isn't about drastic change, it's about forming a small habit that leads to a major breakthrough. With such a simple system, you'll not only gain clearer cash flow, but also feel more comfortable and relaxed making financial decisions. From someone constantly worried about bills, you can become a proactive planner for your future, living freer every day, not because you earn more, but because you use money smarter. The 50-30-20 budgeting system isn't a magical formula, but it has helped millions break free from financial cycles and regain peace in life. And the best part is, it's never too late. Whether you're 40, 50, or 60, as long as you start today, your journey toward financial freedom has truly begun. 2. Avoiding 3 common financial traps. why your money disappears so fast. Even with a personal budget and efforts to save, it feels like something is silently draining your wallet every day. The reality is, in today's world, there are countless financial traps cleverly disguised, causing even experienced adults to fall victim. This is especially true for middle-aged individuals facing financial pressures from both raising children and preparing for retirement, making it absolutely critical to recognize and steer clear of these financial black holes. One of the most common traps is emotional spending. After a long, stressful day, it's easy to reward yourself with an expensive item, a fancy meal, or an online order simply because you feel you deserve it. These seemingly small actions, when repeated frequently, turn into uncontrolled spending habits that break your budget and slow down your savings goals. The harsh truth is that emotional shopping often brings only fleeting satisfaction, but the long-term financial consequences can be devastating. The second trap is automatic subscriptions you barely use anymore. Think about streaming platforms you rarely watch, monthly fees for apps, or even forgotten insurance add-ons. These small charges don't stand out individually, but over time, they can add up to hundreds of dollars each year. What's worse, they're often deducted automatically, meaning it's easy to overlook and keep paying for services that no longer provide real value. This is one of the most silent yet dangerous financial black holes. Finally, credit card debt with high interest rates, a familiar trap that still traps millions of Americans every month. Credit cards can be convenient tools when used wisely, but without control, they quickly turn into financial burdens with average interest rates around 20% or higher. Paying only the minimum monthly amount can leave you paying off debt for years, while also damaging your credit score and limiting your borrowing ability in the future. This is a vicious financial cycle that's incredibly hard to break free from once caught. So, what's the solution? First, you must clearly identify these traps. Once you recognize the risks, you can more easily avoid them. A simple trick is to review your bank and credit card statements for the past 3 months. Note any unnecessary expenses or automatic charges you no longer use. This is the first step to plugging the leaks in your finances that you can start today. For emotional spending, learn to pause before making a purchase. Create a 24-hour pause, meaning if you want to buy something non-essential, wait a day and then reassess if you still want it. Most of the time, you'll realize you no longer need the item. Additionally, replace negative emotions with positive actions like taking a walk, listening to music, or talking with loved ones. For automatic services, regularly audit your subscriptions. If you haven't used a service in 1 to 2 months, cancel it boldly. Many tools exist to track subscriptions, but sometimes just sitting down and checking your accounts is enough to save you a significant amount each month. As for credit card debt, prioritize paying off the highest interest balances first. If possible, transfer debt to cards offering 0% interest rates, or negotiate with your bank for a lower rate. Meanwhile, strive to use credit cards as a convenient payment tool, only spending what you can fully repay each month. The benefits of avoiding these traps go far beyond the dollar saved. More importantly, you reduce daily financial stress and avoid the prolonged anxiety that comes with mounting debt. You'll feel more confident controlling your money rather than letting it control you. And the best part? You can save more each month without increasing your income, simply by spending smarter. On the journey to financial freedom, every step matters. Sometimes the key isn't earning more, but avoiding needless losses. Start by recognizing these familiar traps, from emotional spending, unused subscriptions, to credit card debt, and gradually eliminate them from your life. When you gain control over these small details, you'll be amazed by the profound transformation in your financial health. 3. Automating personal finances. The secret to making your money work for you. When it comes to managing personal finances, many people believe they must track every expense, every bill, and meticulously plan each month. But in reality, there is a simpler, more effective strategy, especially suited for those in their 40s, 50s, or even 60s, and that is financial automation. At this stage of life, you're already juggling work, family, and retirement plans. Automation not only saves you time, but also completely eliminates the common risks involved in manual money management. What does financial automation mean? It means setting up a system where periodic transfers into savings, investments, or debt payments happen automatically. You don't have to think about it, remember transfer dates, or ask yourself, did I save enough this month? Once you set it up, the system runs consistently every month, building a healthy financial habit without daily effort. One of the greatest benefits of this method is minimizing the risk of forgetting or postponing payments. Many people have good intentions. They want to save, invest, and pay bills on time, but busy lives easily push these plans aside. Without an automated system, everything depends solely on willpower, which is often fragile, influenced by emotions, pressure, and unexpected expenses. But if you automatically transfer 10% of your income into a retirement fund the moment you get paid, that money disappears safely before you get the chance to waste it on unnecessary things. Automation not only helps maintain financial discipline, but it also shields you from emotional decision-making. Investment markets fluctuate, economic news changes constantly. Any of these can unsettle you and lead to poor choices driven by impulse. However, with automatic regular investments, you contribute a fixed amount each month regardless of market highs or lows. This method, known as dollar-cost averaging, helps you buy at an average price over time, avoiding the risk of buying high, selling low, and optimizing long-term returns. The biggest advantage of financial automation isn't just convenience, it's laying a solid foundation for retirement and long-term goals. Even if you only contribute $100 or $200 each month into a 401k, IRA, or individual investment account, over time, that grows into a substantial sum thanks to the power of compound interest. When you let your money work automatically, you're doing exactly what financial experts emphasize, making your money work for you even while you sleep. For example, if you automate investing $300 each month into an index fund averaging a 7% annual return, after 20 years, you could have over $150,000, a remarkable outcome from a small, repeated, fully automated action. This proves that small steps add up, not just in theory, but as a practical strategy you can start today. Automation also makes it easier to prioritize financial goals scientifically. You can set your system to divide income into multiple parts. Some automatically go into an emergency fund, some into investments, some for retirement, and some for daily expenses. This way, every dollar has a clear mission from the moment you receive it. You no longer feel stuck or overwhelmed deciding whether to spend or save. Additionally, thanks to consistency, automation brings a sense of security and stability, which many middle-aged people desperately need amid life's uncertainties. Knowing that every month a sum is steadily accumulating, whether for risk protection, retirement preparation, or long-term investing, gives you peace of mind and greater confidence in your future. Key terms in this strategy include automatic transfers, retirement funds, regular investing, making money work for you, financial automation, and financial discipline. These aren't just buzzwords. They represent a modern financial mindset where you don't work harder for more money, but instead build a system for your money to work smarter for you. Finally, remember this: you don't have to be a financial expert to start. You only need to make a small change, like setting up automatic transfers into savings or investment accounts, and stick with it over time. Effective personal finance isn't a one-day event, but the result of sustainable habits. Automation doesn't just help you control cash flow, it opens the door to true financial freedom. And the best part is, you can start today with just a few clicks or one visit to the bank. Let every dollar have a clear purpose, and let the system handle the rest for you. 4. Setting up an emergency fund. Your financial shield amid life's uncertainties. In the journey toward financial freedom, there is a crucial foundation everyone, especially those in middle age, must build: an emergency fund. This is not a luxury choice, but an essential safeguard that protects you and your family from unexpected financial shocks. Whether you're entering your 40s, 50s, or already in your 60s, it's never too late to establish an emergency fund. What exactly is an emergency fund? It's money set aside, separate from your daily spending, reserved to handle unforeseen events like job loss, accidents, illness, urgent home or car repairs. Financial experts recommend an ideal emergency fund to cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses, including rent or mortgage, food, medical costs, utilities, insurance, and other essentials. The strength of setting up an emergency fund lies in its clarity and simplicity. You don't need complex financial tools or deep knowledge, just a separate savings account where you regularly deposit a small amount each month until you reach your goal of 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. This account should have high liquidity, meaning you can withdraw money anytime without penalties. The greatest benefit of an emergency fund is protection against unexpected crises. Imagine suddenly losing your job, something entirely possible in a volatile economy. Without a backup source of money, you'd be forced to rely on credit cards, loans, or even withdraw from retirement accounts, decisions that can cause long-term damage. But if you have a well-prepared emergency fund, you can maintain financial stability while searching for a new job or managing medical emergencies without falling into financial ruin. Beyond physical protection, an emergency fund offers invaluable peace of mind. In middle age, when financial responsibilities extend beyond yourself to family, aging parents, and college-bound children, money anxiety can cause chronic stress. A solid emergency fund acts like a safety cushion, letting you sleep soundly each night knowing you have a strong financial plan in place. The most tangible practical benefit of an emergency fund is that you won't need to borrow money when a crisis strikes. Using high-interest credit cards to cover sudden costs can trap you in a vicious cycle of debt, severely impacting your future finances. Meanwhile, with purposeful savings, you can weather shocks without depending on external borrowing. Another critical advantage is the flexibility it provides in times of uncertainty. An emergency fund empowers you to make decisions based on what's best for you, rather than being forced by financial pressure. For example, if your current job no longer fits but you lack a financial cushion, you might feel trapped. But with several months' expenses saved, you can walk away and pursue new opportunities without financial chains holding you back. When people think about financial planning, they often focus on investing, asset accumulation, or increasing income. Yet, an emergency fund is the first step you must take before any other strategy. It won't make you rich overnight, but it's the key to preventing financial freefall when life throws curveballs. It ensures you stay on track financially over the long haul instead of having to start over from zero after each crisis. Some key terms related to this topic include emergency fund, 3 to 6 months living expenses, financial freedom, family financial protection, avoiding debt during crises, and financial peace of mind. These terms are not just financial jargon, they embody smart money management thinking where preparation beats reaction. If you're wondering where to start, the answer is simple. Calculate your basic monthly living expenses, then aim to save 3 to 6 times that amount. You don't need to save it all at once. Begin with small amounts like $50 or $100 per week and set up automatic transfers if possible. Every little contribution, no matter how small, moves you closer to financial security. In conclusion, setting up an emergency fund is not an act of fear. It is a demonstration of financial wisdom and proactivity. It lays the groundwork for building a solid future, a support that allows you to confidently move forward no matter what life throws at you. In an increasingly unpredictable world, financial stability isn't about how much you earn, but how thoroughly you prepare. And your emergency fund is the very first step on that journey. 5. Prioritize investing over simply saving. In the financial lives of middle-aged individuals, saving money is always regarded as an important and necessary habit. However, saving alone is not enough to build a solid financial foundation or to achieve long-term financial freedom. The crucial next step is prioritizing investing rather than just saving. This is the key that allows your wealth not only to be preserved, but to grow exponentially, especially as you enter the most significant years of your life. Investing here does not mean high risk or complicated schemes. Instead, you can choose common and transparent financial products like index funds, ETFs, or retirement accounts such as IRAs and 401ks. Investment tools widely trusted by middle-aged Americans for their effectiveness and relative safety. Index funds and ETFs, exchange-traded funds, are diversified portfolios tracking major market indices, reducing risk by spreading capital across many stocks or bonds. Meanwhile, IRA and 401k retirement accounts not only help you accumulate wealth over time, but also offer significant tax advantages. The standout feature of these investment options is their ability to generate returns through compound interest, one of the most powerful forces in personal finance. Compound interest lets you earn not just on your initial capital, but also on the profits you've made, meaning your assets grow exponentially rather than linearly as they would with a regular savings account. This creates a tremendous advantage. Compared to simply depositing money in a bank account with low interest rates, investing accelerates your wealth growth significantly. Over the years, the power of compounding can help you accumulate a much larger sum without having to increase your income or work harder. The ultimate benefit is precisely what every middle-aged person desires: the ability to shorten your working years, reducing the burden of grinding away day after day just to make ends meet. In fact, with disciplined, effective investing over many years, you could retire earlier than planned or enjoy a comfortable lifestyle free from financial worries in your later years. For those in their middle years, this is a strategic move to leverage the remaining time in your career to maximize financial gains. Instead of painstakingly saving every penny in a traditional savings account, choosing to invest in index funds or ETFs helps you efficiently grow your capital and build a solid foundation for retirement. It's important to note that investing is not inherently risky if you select the right channels and have a clear plan. Prioritizing investing not only boosts your assets, but also creates passive income streams, giving you greater financial freedom in the future. Regular monthly contributions to retirement accounts like IRAs or 401ks are also encouraged by tax incentives, allowing you to keep more money working to build your wealth. Additionally, investing helps you combat inflation, an invisible enemy that quietly erodes the value of cash over time. If you only keep money in a traditional savings account, its real value may diminish, forcing you to work longer to compensate for that loss. But when you invest wisely, your assets grow fast enough to outpace inflation, preserving your purchasing power and ensuring a stable lifestyle. Prioritizing investing over merely saving is a crucial stepping stone toward building a secure and prosperous financial future. Regular, planned investing lets your money work for you, not the other way around, opening doors to shorten your working years, retire early, and enjoy life on your own terms. This is the path to financial freedom, a goal everyone should strive for regardless of age. Start today to create a profound difference in your future. Finally, if you find the content in this video helpful and practical, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your loved ones and friends, those who also want to transform their financial situations. Financial freedom is not an unattainable dream, but a right and goal everyone can conquer. The journey to master your money and build a free, peaceful life begins today with small but consistent and well-planned steps. Let's move forward together to create a strong, prosperous financial future for ourselves.